though. Is that on?
No.
Good. It should be. I'm standing. Hashtag stand with Corbin.
It wasn't.
And I feel pretty safe about that. I feel like nothing's gonna come out about Corbin Blue like being at Diddy parties and things like that.
I don't know, dude. You got to be careful these days.
I know, but I feel pretty confident
they're
that
coming down
Corbin
hard
Blue.
on Diddy.
God, now I kind of hope something does come out with him, so I can be.
So
we
just to
can
put
cut
on
back
record,
to
you
this
stand
clip.
with him,
I stand with Corbin. I stand with
even
Corbin
if he
Blue.
is a known associate of Diddy.
No,
Okay.
but right now,
He's not.
assuming
known.
that he's not, I stand with
Can
him.
we stand with anybody these days?
We can only stand with Jesus. Stand with each other. Yeah, we can't stand with Jesus either.
Do we know he wasn't at Diddy parties? He's everywhere,
You know, I think they were just.
right?
Emily, tell me you got Matthew on camera saying that, because that's too good.
What do you mean?
Because he's every. No, I'm with you, man. You make a great point. Jesus confirmed at Diddy parties.
No, I was just joshing.
Matthew,
Don't say the Lord's name.
he's not real. We can say that.
Who did he?
Yeah, Matthew, Diddy's not real. He can't hurt you. Okay, I
wish.
already checked under the bed. I checked under the table. Diddy's not
wish.
hiding there, dude. You know that he was willing to pay $50 million in bail, and they were like, no, bail denied. $50 million, dude. He was like, yeah, no problem. They were like, no, we got to keep this guy locked down
Anybody
because
who's-
you know as soon as he's out,
Anybody
like,
who's willing to pay $50 million to be released is up to no good. That should be instant guilty stamp. Hey, Diddy, we set your bail at $50 million. You gonna pay it? Yeah. Guilty.
boom, that was
Yeah.
a test. You
Yeah,
failed.
test,
Got
guilty.
you trapped.
Like, because most people be like, nah, fuck that. If I'm innocent, I'll
Right.
have
I'll let
some
the
faith
court.
in the
I'll let
justice
the court
system.
decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, which could be
Have some
rough.
faith in the justice
Could
system.
go either
Yeah,
way.
I was gonna say they shouldn't do that either. But
Speaking of
that
which,
would be a funny. I like that.
I literally just today saw that this guy got out of prison in Japan. He spent 56 years in prison for murder, and they just found out he's innocent because of like new DNA evidence and stuff. So he's out now, but he's been in prison for 50 years. Let me see if I can find his name because he looks so old now, obviously. But it's like, fuck. You get fresh out of the joint.
What do you say to somebody in that? My bad? Is that a my bad type scenario?
I think there's some kind of
Compensation?
financial, reparation, but I don't know exactly what it is. He might have to like sue to get it. I don't know, or some kind of settlement deal. I don't really know how that works, and hopefully I never have to find out because being wrongfully imprisoned is, I mean, maybe top 3 nightmare scenarios for sure.
Well, I think being wrongly imprisoned for 57 years for murder is definitely up there.
Yeah.
So here's a question I have. How did that even, has he just been saying this whole time, I'm innocent?
Yeah, probably.
Check the DNA.
Well,
How does it get, that's my question, is when a story like that happens, why did they decide now to test the DNA 57 years later?
Well, I think a couple of reasons. One, people are busy. And I think that it, especially like an old case where this guy's been convicted. And even if he's going around saying he's innocent, most people aren't going to believe him.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is who was like, you know what? This guy's been saying he's innocent for 57 years. We should check the DNA.
That's a good question.
And then they were like,
I mean, thank God that they did.
Somebody ran that test and they were like, they did one of these.
Wait.
Yeah, cartoon style.
Can we make
eyes.
that the episode title somehow? You remember episode 233 called the one with That's
People are listening to this.
so fun. Eat my ass. You're listening to
no
this,
fucking
okay?
idea.
You got no clue. That's
we
fun
were
as
doing
hell.
closed captioning. Was
Audio
the
closed captioning. Yeah, describe this as best you
cartoon
can.
eye rub when they see something shocking. When they rub their eyes and then they open up and they're twice as tall as they're not wider. They're just really tall.
Oh, the eyes are
Yeah.
Can we play a little game real quick
Sure.
where we do that, but like we go back and forth, but each time you have to do it bigger.
No.
Please.
No.
You don't really
It's an
wanna do
audio
that?
platform.
People watch it too. Who
Can't do that.
cares? Watch it
I
on
can't do that.
YouTube.
I don't even bigger with their eyes. I
No,
don't even
I'm
know how
talking.
we would
I'm
do
talking
that.
like, so we start off like, let's say I go first, right? And I'm like,
It's like you're waking up from a nap, kind
you
of.
know,
Yeah.
no. So I start
No,
and
no,
I
I
go
know.
like, and then it's your turn, right? So maybe you do like, you know, you see what I mean?
I mean, I do, but I'm gonna. Hey, Andy,
I understand.
Andy, listen.
I understand.
Never stop coming up with new ideas.
I understand. I
Because
understand.
one of them is gonna stick. You're 0 for your last million, but the next one could be the one.
God, my number's coming in any day now, and then I'll show them. I'll show all yous.
Another verbal meme. It's like the picture of the guy who's got his pickaxe like on the ground and he's walking away like this, and he's like one whack away from the diamond, and there's another guy like,
Yeah. That's some like Gary V shit.
Yep.
Never stop pickaxing. Dude, if you've never even mined, you're not even a real man.
How much, dude? What do you think? Can we get Gary V on?
I don't want to talk to that guy.
Why?
I don't care what he has to say. I feel like he's kind of.
Is he washed? Is Gary V washed?
Well, it depends on who you ask. You know, I mean,
I haven't seen much
speaking-
from Gary V.
Speaking
lately.
as someone who knows
I know
just the
nothing
base
about
about Gary V.
You know
and,
what?
like what he does, I'd say yes.
I disavow Gary V because there's a good chance he was diddling. He seems like he could be
Look,
indicted with some diddlies.
I think that now I'm not saying he's done anything.
No,
however,
no.
I.
But
think
if I had to
that-
guess, like of all the other people that we've disavowed today already,
yeah,
we can't be standing up for Gary V.
no, I mean
There's
we've-
just as good of a chance that he's on that list as anybody else, right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, for those keeping score, top 3 disavows today are Diddy, Jesus Christ, and Gary V. So
I-
those
no.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. If
We
you know what
never-
I'm saying.
we never disavowed Jesus. I
Jesus.
retract that.
All right, I retract the disavowing of Jesus.
Let's say the Diddy list comes out, which I've heard people mentioning this, but lists never come out. They're always like, there's a list.
Well, the Epstein list did come out.
Where?
Fucking online, man. You never looked at the Epstein
There was
list?
never a confirmed list.
There was.
No, there was not.
Yeah, there was.
Dude, I don't think so.
But also the Diddy list, I feel like is different.
People just kept saying there was a list. There
'Cause
was
it's like,
never a
wait, wait.
list.
I
There's
saw the list, man. I saw the list
I
online.
think you got duped, Andy. I'm serious. I don't think there was ever like 100% lock this in. This is the list.
Well, I guess it depends on what kind of list you're talking about.
I think
'Cause,
they
like,
were
the flight-
speculating.
The flight logs were released with the list of like who flew on his jet. That list was
Yeah.
confirmed released. Chris Tucker,
I don't
Bill
know.
Gates, Bill Clinton.
Maybe I just don't look into the lists enough. But I don't think there's a list. I don't think the list. I don't think the flight logs were the list. I think there was going to be a list.
Yeah,
making
but
up.
how different is the flight log from the list actually going to be? Like if you're getting invited to this man's,
I'm
island,
sure.
like
Listen,
you're
I'm
probably
not sticking up
taking
for
his
any.
plane
I'm
there.
not going to stick up for anybody.
Okay, I didn't think you were,
But I'm
I'm
sure there were some people that were like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to go hang out with Epstein," and they were like, Epstein was like, "Hey, throwing like maybe like some feelers out there, like some new people," and like they weren't picking up on him, and so Epstein just let him like hang out on the island for a weekend, and that was probably their only time ever there. Now, if you're on that list multiple times, then I think it'd be a lot harder to.
Oh yeah, yeah. You ain't going back unless the cooking's good. You know what I'm saying?
Like if you were matching Epstein's level,
Matching his freak.
his freak
Who's gonna
offs.
match Epstein's
Yeah.
freak?
Was Diddy on the list?
I don't know, man. It sounds like Diddy had his own thing going.
Yeah.
Maybe he was.
He was
Maybe
like,
they
that
were
island,
like
that island wasn't there wasn't enough going on.
it
on
wasn't
that island
freaky
for Diddy.
enough.
Yeah,
Wasn't freak offy enough.
it was too hard to get all the baby oil.
It was gonna weigh down the plane
Yeah.
that much of it. Sir, we have to take off some of the baby oil. Fuck
Yeah.
this. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
No way. It's
Mm-mm.
my
Can't
T.
do it.
That's my P Diddy impression. No, thank you.
Urkel?
No, that's P Diddy.
No, that was Urkel.
No, thanks.
That was Urkel. I don't know.
I'll do it on my own. That's exactly what P Diddy sounds like, as far
That's-
as I know.
That's
I don't
really
know that
all
I've
I
ever
got
heard him speak.
internet-wise for the month.
Folks, when I hear Instacart, the first thing I think of is carrots. Probably because that's their logo. All right, but you can use Instacart for way more than just carrots. All right, I was living in the dark. I was living in ignorance for so long until I realized that you can use Instacart not just for groceries, but you can get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. But the The best part is right now, Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do is spend $10 and Instacart will deliver whatever it is you're looking for right to your front door. No delivery fee. To get that deal, just hit the link in this episode description. Start making things a little easier on yourself and start using Instacart today. Folks, you want to do something nice for yourself, something that helps support the show, you can go check out all the great merch we've got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, fanny packs, bucket hats, slides, baseball hats, pint glasses, notebooks. What else? Oh, God, one of these days I'm going to be able to name everything on there. But that's the point. There's so many great things on there. And also top quality, by the way. All right? Especially when you get a t-shirt from like a show or a company or something, an organization, something that you want to support, something you're excited about. And then you get it. And it's that Gildan brand. It's the cheapest shit in the world. It fits like a cardboard box. It's disgusting. I would never do that to you. Okay? Especially as the t-shirts are concerned, I can guarantee you it's tri-blend material. Okay, that's a blend of 3 materials. So go ahead, check that out. Hit the link in this episode description. Get yourself something nice, something that's going to make you look good, make you feel good. And, of course, you can visit it, check it out for yourself, all at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. And if you're interested in advertising on this show, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. The podcast industry is interesting because there's so many podcasts are being created. There's like over 1 million podcasts, very few of which are actually active, putting out new episodes every week. Very small number of that are shows that are actually still in production. And that's interesting because the advertising in podcasts continues to grow. I believe it's up 10% from last year. I think that's a Forbes stat. Another Forbes stat that I love is that podcast advertising can be up to 19% more effective than your traditional, TV ads or whatever it is. And that's cool. That's exciting. And the proof's in the pudding when you see companies like McDonald's and State Farm and stuff move into the podcasting space. They're still doing their ads on the Super Bowl and stuff, which is crazy because these are just massive companies with huge ad budgets who are doing stuff like that. It's wild to see them move into the podcasting space, but it is cool to see them, kind of step away from the more traditional media into something new, something effective, something interesting. The problem is there hasn't really been any room for smaller or even local businesses to get in on the action to, get their hands into the podcast advertising pie to really understand why these large companies have already started doing that. But that's what we are here for. That's what we're all about. So, again, if you're interested in advertising with us, you can reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com. All right, let's see what else we got on here. Fuck, I don't know why I wrote that down, but there's Madame Tussauds has released a Rihanna wax figure.
Who the fuck is Madame Tussauds?
What are you? Nope. Sorry. I apologize. I know that this is not okay. So sorry. Hold on. Okay. So, Madame Tussauds is like a famous wax museum. This is where they have all of the celebrities. It's like a big deal if you're a celebrity, if you're very famous. It's a big deal for you to get a wax statue at Madame Tussauds, which I think is located in London, somewhere in England. So all the big celebs have them, She just put out a Rihanna one, so I'm going to have to figure out how to break into Madame Tussauds is the point of that.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you should.
You know what you're insinuating here?
Yeah, I do.
That you're going to bang a wax statue?
There's a map on the back of the Rihanna wax statue, and I'm going to use it to steal the Declaration of Independence. And there's only one substance that makes it visible on the statue's back.
Veto.
That's all.
Veto. I'm so out on
I did not expect to take that there, but man, I am glad that's where it went.
Where did you think it was going to go?
That's so funny. I don't know, but that's so funny in the way that I know is going to make you uncomfortable. But the people out there,
I hated every second of it.
We need more heat. Oh, I can get you more heat. We're talking National Treasure references. We're talking Madame Tussauds references. We're talking Rihanna references. This episode already has everything. Shut it down.
How are the wax statues like good replica? Like, are they good?
Yeah, they're
wax
like
statues?
that's the whole deal. Is they're like the best. They're like perfect.
Because
Are they anatomically correct? We're gonna find out.
you go to like Clifton Hill. They got
Yeah.
a wax museum.
Yeah, but it's not like that. I mean, I feel like those are
Says
maybe.
who?
I feel like those are maybe good, but these are like prime. Like I saw the Rihanna wax statue, and I thought it was Rihanna at first. I thought it was a photo of Rihanna, but it's not. It's a wax
So this
figure.
woman, is she alive or is that just
I
the
don't think
name
so,
of the museum?
because I think she originally was like the one that did them, but I think it's been open since like the 1900s.
Who was she waxing up back then? Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, probably Frank.
Babe
I don't know.
Ruth?
Babe Ruth, that'd be a good one. There's a lot of wax.
Marilyn
you need a lot of-
Monroe?
Marilyn Monroe definitely still
But
has one.
she's waxed all over the place.
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody's waxed her. Everybody's waxed Marilyn. Both
Yeah.
the Kennedys. Come on.
Yeah, like if you go to any wax museum, boom, Marilyn Monroe.
You have to. You can't even call yourself a wax,
wax
museum
museum
without
without a
Marilyn
Marilyn.
Monroe. I would
Yeah.
say that's. You'd say that's probably like the only one you really, really need. Maybe Lincoln. What about a Lincoln wax statue? I guess if they don't have that one, you wouldn't be too like disappointed. But
Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow
that's a great one.
is I think that's in the window at the Clifton Hill one.
Cool.
I've been there a long time, so if that's true, I'm gonna look it up.
Hopefully it's still there. Shout out to Johnny Depp. Still doing his thing. It's Johnny Depp's season, by the way. Speaking of, I know that I don't remember talking about Halloween very much last week, except for the Oreo part. But I wanted to talk a little Halloween today as well, because I am very excited. I have my Halloween movie list ready to go. I was going to run some of these by you, make sure I wasn't forgetting anything. But Johnny Depp in many terrific Halloween flicks because of his partnership with Tim Burton.
Sorry, I'm looking at. Dude, they got all the fucking Avengers in there now.
Can I see?
Dude, this is just one little. Here, I mean, just look at this because I'm still scrolling. Oh, I can view all images, but look at that shot. Look at all those Avengers.
This is at Clifton Hill in
Yeah.
Canada. That Chris Hemsworth looks a little wacky, but it's cool. That Katy Perry one looks good.
Does it count if you have like an Iron Man? Like, do you think he's made out of wax? Because they have Hulk Iron Man there.
That would be impressive.
Yeah,
That'd be
look at
very
that.
impressive. An Iron Man
it
of
would-
wax.
Yes, dude. Look, Johnny Depp. I knew they had a fucking.
There he is, baby.
I knew they had a fucking Movie Land, Wax Museum of the Stars. They have the Joker, and not a horrible Joker.
Yeah.
This is just Alien. Again, like that shouldn't count as a wax
I don't know.
figure.
I mean, if it's made out of wax and it looks,
That Katy Perry. Oh, Elvis is next to Katy Perry. Not a great Elvis either.
Yeah, see,
I
Madame
would've done
Tussauds
more.
is like, see, now you're noticing kind of the difference because Madame Tussauds,
It's
it's
wheelchair
like
friendly.
solid, for terrific. People
Yeah.
in wheelchairs love. I mean, so maybe you wouldn't want to go there. I know how you feel about people in wheelchairs, but they
Why-
do
where
love
does
wax.
that come from?
Wax from last week. We were talking about
Wheelchairs?
wheelchairs. Yeah. He said
Dude.
things on wheels were bad. I don't know. Go check the tapes.
How to embrace spooky season. Oh, this is a video. I got my sound off. You can embrace spooky season at Clifton Hill. Just curious.
Well, that's where they have that sick Frankenstein Burger King still.
Well, yeah, it's next to it's next to a haunted house. I've been in that haunted house.
Yeah, I remember. Because I didn't go in with you. I went on the Ferris wheel instead.
No, we were talking. Really? We might be talking about different times.
Yeah, we must be then. We must be.
I've only
'Cause
been
we
in that
were
haunted
little.
house once that I remember.
Okay,
I went
then
when I
maybe.
was little.
No, forget what I'm talking about. We're saying different stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing.
But yeah, the haunted house, not to knock on a business here, but the time I went, I'm pretty sure I got ripped off because it says live actors. I think there was one live person. I think there was a few times he tried to like beat us around to the next corner, but like
That's
it
funny.
wasn't.
That's so funny.
There was a lot.
Poor
a lot
guy.
going on there.
He like
But, dude, I've also-
inherited it
I've
from his
also
dad.
done the mirror maze. What are they called?
House of Mirrors.
House of Mirrors. I've done the House of Mirrors. I've done a lot of the Clifton Hill tourist activities. Dude, those things are fucked. Houses of Mirrors are fucked up.
Yeah, I've never been in a real one before.
It's tough. It's just you really are just like
Which way do you go?
yeah, like
Damn.
using your hand.
Imagine having to clean all those mirrors. I would kind of like that job. I would actually take a lot of pride in making them as clear
Oh,
as
I'm
possible.
sure they do. Like, you ever seen the video of the little kid who like runs full speed into a mirror and then like
It's one of
gets
my
up crying and
favorite
it looks like
series
he's
of videos.
running back and then he runs into another mirror?
Yes, I
Yeah.
love. I was just about to say I've never been in a hall of mirrors myself, but I love watching little kids
The
run
problem
into them.
is now that I'm thinking about Hall of Mirrors, it shouldn't be that hard. But the thing is, even around a corner, there's another mirror.
Oh, of course.
I guess that's duh. Because it's not like, dude, yeah, I should know this is a mirror. I'm looking at myself. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know. I've also, I also have a thing where you got to jump over lasers there. I think that I did.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I would have loved that when I was a kid.
Yeah, they have one at the Galleria Mall. You can go try. I think they have a
laser jump?
I think they have a laser jump.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would love to test my skills.
Yeah, I've seen like these are popping up places, but like places like fun centers, but just for adults, where they have like a bar and they have like a foam pit and
That's cool.
shit like that.
I like that.
A little like kind of like they'll have like some obstacle type shit, you know, with like trampolines and bounce houses and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, no children.
that's cool. Because I feel like, I mean, I don't really know about folks that, pardon me, came before us, but I feel like for our generation, for lack of a better term, those kind of places were like a big deal. Like the Crow's Nest, which was like a local one around here that we were talking
I think
about.
that's 2 Crow's Nest references in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, but like
Shout
that's the kind of
out.
like those kind of places were huge for like us for a
Yeah.
very specific period
The
of
Curious
time.
George ball pit.
Nothing will ever beat that. I can still picture that play like that day in my mind.
I
when we
remember,
ran up
I
that in there.
envision it being massive.
It was
like,
yeah. I mean, we
was
were
it
so
big?
little when we went there. It was a couple fucking
but I
stories.
imagine, like, I remember it being like fuck it, like as big as you've ever seen a building, like an airplane hangar size, maybe larger. Are you looking up pictures of it?
Yeah.
Ball pit.
Ball factory.
Dude. Just leave it. Just leave it.
All right.
It's loaded.
Get Nancy.
No, get antsy. Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I remember this.
so it was
motherfucker.
pretty big.
Oh shit! See, look at that. It's not letting me click necessarily.
I wish I could have. I want a map of it. It's closed.
You want the blueprints?
I want the blueprints.
Probably, man. They closed a lot of
The
that
ball
shit.
factory.
They used to have like a
Diddy's
sick.
favorite spot.
They used to have a cool like 5-0 goes west type thing there too.
Yeah.
and-
Did they close the Simpsons ride yet, or did they repurpose it yet? Because wasn't
no,
that
I don't
in the
think
works?
so. Yeah, I think they still have some time on it, but it might even be like later this year. But I think as of right now that area is still open.
Because that whole they really like juiced up that area of the park, Simpsons wise. Like, what are they
Every,
gonna do with all that stuff? You got
Every
Moe's
year they
Tavern
would
there.
add. Every year they
Yeah,
would
the
add
Quickie
like a
Mart.
little something more to it. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool. God, those fucking donuts. I did not expect them to be that good.
Dude,
Like,
I still
Jesus
have a
H.
picture
Christ.
that I see that comes up on my phone all the time.
Yeah, I remember what shirt I was wearing.
Yeah. What shirt?
It was like blue and white weird patterns, and it had a little pocket, blue pocket.
Yep. You nailed it.
God, my memory is a steel trap. I never forget anything.
I don't know where the oh, here it is.
Yeah, I loved that shirt.
Yeah. You want a better look of the shirt in particular? Because I got a few different angles of it.
I don't remember where I got that though. Just kidding. I definitely do, but I'll never say.
Here, there's donut gone. You look very different in this picture.
Yeah, no mustache.
Yeah, that's not a bad shirt.
I loved that shirt because it was like
Wait,
very
I
fabric-y.
have another angle of it,
It was
too.
classic. Yeah, a lot of people took pictures of me in that shirt. You, that one guy. I remember taking that picture. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that's all the photographs I have of that specific shirt. Dude, not to get into this, but check out this picture. Check out the old SETI. Look how far we've come. Dude, this is a great picture. We should save this.
Is this from the basement?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I remember that shirt too. I actually hate that shirt.
There's an old like children's table on top of a table with a like a weight on top of it holding down a microphone.
Yeah, why?
And there's a stack of blankets in the background.
Oh, because when we were putting the boom poles on it, it would fall either way. Yeah.
What
Wow.
a setup.
This is like this is Steve Jobs in the garage, man. That's
That is,
Wozniak-esque.
Look at that. One little mixie board there.
Yeah, we had that thing for that
mics,
that thing was
though.
in here. That was a long time.
We've had these mics this whole time.
Oh yeah, we have not changed the mics.
This is a little bit sad, but that was obviously like COVID, and you can see my Xbox headset and a bottle of Evan Williams sitting behind sitting behind the setup. So yeah, it's good to know that I've made it out the other side.
Yeah, we got lucky. Can I list off my Halloween movies to you?
Yes.
Now? Okay.
Wait, you were gonna do that? Did you start? How did we get here then? Go ahead. Halloween movies.
Okay. This is my Halloween.
Oh, I got on the Clifton Hill rant, didn't I?
Yeah.
Wax
which
figures. Okay.
was good. Nightmare Before Christmas. OG Halloween.
Wait, sorry. Are these in order?
No, they're not in order of anything.
So you're just saying your top?
No, I'm just these are movies that I'm gonna watch this year.
Okay.
This is what I'm planning on watching this year. Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously. OG Halloween. Maybe I'll throw in Halloween 2.
On Netflix now. The OG
Sick.
Halloween.
That movie's so good. And actually my new neighborhood reminds me a lot of that town. Like all the leaves and shit. The Exorcist, which I now love, watch it for the first time last year. The Thing, John Carpenter's Thing, so good. Poltergeist. I'm going back and watching
The original Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going back and watching the original Psycho too. I'll hit you up with that Zolly Zoom, baby. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus 2.
I've yet to see Hocus Pocus 2.
They retcon some stuff, but I like it, man. It's not whatever. What do you want? The Shining, I'll probably toss that on this year.
That's not really a
Ladies
Halloween
and gentlemen,
movie,
it's Hubie Halloween season.
Fuck, Hubie Halloween.
It's Hubie Halloween season.
I forgot about your obsession with Hubie Halloween.
I'm not obsessed with it. It's
Yeah,
just
you
a
are.
great fucking movie.
You watched it like 10 times last October.
I did watch it 3 times last year. It's so good, and people shat upon it. People shat all upon Hubie Halloween when it came out. It's like, oh, here's another dumb Adam Sandler movie. Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. Rosemary's Baby. I've never seen that, so I want to watch that
I've
one.
never seen that one either.
Beetlejuice. I got to watch Beetlejuice 2 though. Heading to theaters. Addams Family. Addams Family Values. Halloween Towns. First 3. Got to watch first 3 Halloween Towns.
Halloween Town High?
Yeah, I'm tossing that in there. If it's got the OG Marnie in it, I'll flip it on.
Wait, what's the next one? Halloween Town University?
It's called Halloween. It's called Return to Halloween Town, but yeah, that's the one where they go to Witch College.
Yeah.
Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Haven't seen that in a minute. Paranorman, which is
Never seen
massively underrated. More people should watch that movie because I'm telling you, it's legitimately good. Frankenweenie, Corpse Bride, a Johnny Depp, Tim Burton collab, of course. Wallace and Gromit, Were-Rabbit, unbelievable. Wallace and Gromit, can't beat them. Eddie Scissorhands, I definitely want to watch that one. I haven't seen that in a long time. Hotel Transylvania, first one, very good. Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'll probably rip that because I haven't watched that since I was
that what we were
in
just talking
middle
about?
school. No, I don't
Down
think
on
so.
Skid Row? What's Down
No,
on Skid Row?
that's Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yeah.
Different horror. Ghostbusters, the Jack Black Goosebumps movie, the first scary
There's a
movie.
Jack Black Goosebumps movie?
Yeah, he plays R.L. Stein. It's weird. It's not great, but I like it. It's like I don't know. I guess I find it a little campy, but it's enjoyable. First scary movie I ever saw in the theaters, The Woman in Black.
With Daniel Radcliffe.
With Danny Radcliffe. Yes, I'm tossing that on this year because I remember it was before I could drive, so I was probably 14 or 15 when that movie came out, and I went to the theater. I did not like scary movies growing up, not even a little bit.
Yeah, you were not a scary movie guy
And
from what I
this
recall.
one, I was very nervous because I had never seen one in the theater, of course, either. But we go, and I'm like, holy shit, this is a good movie. And I didn't feel scared afterwards. And afterwards, I'm at home, I'm in my bedroom, I'm getting ready for bed, and I literally thought to myself, I was like, damn, I am not scared of the woman in black at all right now. I'm so
Fat
proud
Nightmare?
of myself. No, so I'm literally thinking to myself almost out loud, like, man, I guess I'm really growing up because I'm not. I guess I'm just not scared of things anymore. And then our cat jumped out from under my bed and I pooped.
Actually, or no?
No,
Was
but
there poop?
dude, there was some turtling involved with that. Scream. Have you seen that movie? Do you like that movie?
I don't think I've ever seen Scream.
Dude, Scream is so good. I love it. I might watch Scream 2. I don't think I've ever seen that one, so I'll flip that on. New Haunted Mansion movie. The new It movies.
Dude, I want to watch the new Haunted Mansion movie with the lady. There's no Eddie Murphy.
No Eddie Murphy, but it's Taraji P. Henson. I like that. I liked the new one. I don't know how
You
it
already
did.
saw it?
Yeah, it came out last year.
good.
The new It movies. Young
Dude.
Frankenstein. Got to watch that. Then maybe like the animated Addams Family movies. I don't know, but I'm excited for Halloween and Halloween viewing.
So, me too. And you inspired me because I saw a commercial for it the other day. So I just looked up the Freeform 31 Nights because it has begun.
The best.
It used to be
truly
the
most
best.
wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, it used to be like, dude, remember, like, because you knew you were going to have a banger to watch every night.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And also, back in the day when it was ABC Family, it was only 13 nights of Halloween.
Yeah.
So they only did it at the back half
Which-
of October.
31 is dragging it out a little bit. But, dude, they're running this shit. Dude, I have the whole list up right here. What's today? Like, today, for example, they had a 1 p.m. Arachnophobia Freeform premiere, 5:30 Casper, the 1995,
Oh, yeah.
8 p.m. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, okay.
So they're running a couple so then it's like Monsters Inc. 6:25 first showing, but it's a double feature, so they run it back to back. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Shout out, classic. Oh, I got to put that on my list.
That's at 2:30. So it's
Yeah.
2:30, then Corella at 6, original Beetlejuice at 9. Then they run it back the next day. Beetlejuice 6:45, 2023 Haunted Mansion 8:50. Hocus Pocus 2, which is the world television premiere.
Yeah.
That's October 6th at 9 p.m. I don't have to go through all of it, but there's a couple heavy hitter nights. I've never seen Encanto.
Oh, that's weird that that's on there. I mean, I've never seen it.
Well, yeah, but
oh, excuse me.
like dude, October 12th. What's October 12th?
Day of the year.
It doesn't start till late. Hocus Pocus 9:45. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Freeform premiere. No clue what that is. 11:55.
Never heard of that. Maybe it's some kind of.
And then,
original.
October 13th. Good day. Tim Burton Marathon. Frankenweenie, Dark Shadows, Night Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, all in one day.
Wow, that's a big day. I'm not doing anything that day except for watching those.
October
movies.
15th, you got Twitches at 11:30 a.m. Hot start to your day, and then a double feature of The Incredibles. Day
Not really
after
for
Haunted
Halloween.
Mansion 2003,
OG, shout out.
and then October 17th. Not a good one. Despicable Me Marathon from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then 12 a.m.
It's for the
Muppets
kids,
from
for the kids.
Space. Don't know what that is either.
That's not Halloween. And there's more
October
Halloween
18th. I said I was going to go through the whole thing, and here we are.
Yeah.
October 18th, Hocus Pocus, double feature, 6:25 and 11 p.m. or until 11 p.m. and then midnight, 12 a.m. Little Shop of Horrors, 1986. October 19th, Pirates of the Caribbean Marathon, 10 a.m. start till 11:30 p.m.
I know those aren't technically Halloween movies, but I at least the first one, because it's first one's got mad skeletons in it. That's Halloween as
There's
shit.
some creepy shit. The
Oh,
one
yeah.
that starts with yo ho.
The third one,
Thieves
Stranger Tides.
and beggars, never shall we die.
And then they hang.
They're
that child.
singing.
This.
It took them long enough. Or what does he say?
He
It's
says,
about time.
Yeah.
And then then they
About
hang the
died,
child.
and then they hang
and
that
the
little
coin
kid.
falls.
But that little kid's teeth are really bad. I
That
might
kid
hang
deserves
that kid
to die,
too.
yeah.
I might hang that kid.
He's
too
the one
if
who
I
starts
met
the
him.
singing too. He fucking starts a riot.
That's kind of a big move for that kid.
Yeah.
Because he starts.
He goes
singing
out
the
with a
song.
bang.
He really does. He's like, you know what? Maybe I didn't.
He
have
goes
the
out with
chance.
a hang.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
that one.
maybe he didn't really have the most opportunity to like show his stuff as a pirate, but he let them know he's going to be remembered in the annals of history. That's what we're doing
by
right
who?
now. By us.
Yeah, by nobody there though. Nobody who can communicate back to the pirates like,
That's
yo,
true. Everybody
little
there
Davy, he fucking gave him a tug.
Little Davy Jones.
Little
Davy Jones gave him a tug
Gave his balls a tug.
because he's a man.
Yeah.
Okay, I follow that.
A little run-in with the East India Trading Company, I see.
Oh, what he's got. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Those first 3 movies are very good.
I don't fuck with the witch. I don't fuck with the witch.
Oh, Calypso.
And well, then it turns out she's like,
Calypso.
then it turns out she used to date Davy Jones and shit, and she's trapped inside that body. I don't like that shit.
Calypso.
I love Halloween and I love scary movies. I don't like the concept of like, Ouija boards are so far off my
Ouija?
list. Like, anybody who owns a Ouija board are instantly off my list of people that I can even like communicate with.
So long, sister.
Emily, do you have a Ouija board? Good.
There's one other
She
thing
likes
I want
Down on Skid Row movie, so
Down on Skid
you never know
Row.
if she's a Ouija board gal.
Little Shop of Horrors, man. It's funny that's what.
Is it a scare? That's what it seems like to me.
It's a cool movie. It's about like an alien plant. Emily, if you want to take it away,
It's
I see you
awesome.
grabbing that mic.
Yeah, let's hear it, Emily.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is like he works in a flower shop and he's into plants, but like they're not successful because everyone on Skid Row is like poor. So
Yeah, it's in Skid Row in L.A. where all the homeless people
Yeah.
live.
There's a couple different Skid Rows.
LA
Oh.
is like the OG Skid Row.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they all sound like New Yorkers in that movie. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
But-
guy that
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to.
I sweep and I
somewhere.
sweep, and
So-
then I ask God why I sweep, and He tells me to sweep. It's a song.
And then an alien like plant comes down from space one day, and he doesn't know it's an alien, but the only way it will grow is by feeding it like blood. It's like a carnivorous. So he starts to give it his own blood, and then it gets huge, and he has to feed whole people to it. And
So
Yeah.
what do the two Skid Rowers do? What is their role in this?
there's 2 endings to the movie.
I didn't
That
know
it
about
ends
this.
the opposite way. In one ending, they both die, and in the other ending, they kill the plant and like
Oh,
live
cool.
happily ever after.
What
So-
happens in the movie?
If I
No,
turn-
I mean there's 2 endings to the movie.
Oh,
so
they
if I
include
turn the
it.
movie on, do I get? Is it a choose your own adventure? Or
No, it just depends on if you watch like the theatrical cut or the director's cut or whatever. So I've seen both. It's weird.
Hmm.
And like the plant eventually gets like big enough that it can like kill people on its own.
And it talks too.
But
it talks like a
it
black
talks,
guy.
Yeah.
come on, Simo.
Like that's how it sounds. Like I know that sounds crazy, but
But, yeah.
but if
Because
that's a good impression of that
Frank
plant.
Oz, I think, voices the plant, and he was the voice
No
of
way.
like Yoda and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's Fozzie Bear. I mean, he's an
Yeah.
OG Muppeteer. It's
I'm
him.
pretty
It's
sure he voices
Frank
the
Henson.
voice.
That's if Frank Oz is doing that voice,
I
that's
think
fucking
so.
crazy. Frank Oz. Let me show you what Frank Oz looks like.
I feel like you're going into some interesting
That's Frank
territory
Oz.
here, Andy.
That's what Frank Oz looks like. So imagine Frank Oz being like, "Come on, Simo, give us some of that." Like that's pretty. That's
I don't like what you're insinuating.
dude. That's what the plant
I don't
sounds
like what you're
like.
insinuating.
That's what the but Frank. If that's Frank Oz, if Frank Oz is the one doing that voice, I would pay to see those tapes.
Emily, so Haley from
Modern Family,
Modern Family
Yeah.
is
who's now playing the Audrey character on
Okay.
Broadway.
then the guy who sings that song with her that sweeps, the sweeper.
Yeah.
Who's the sweeper? He's the guy who gets the plant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because he's like a nerd. So when the plant,
Yeah, he looks
so when
like
the
a
plant
nerd.
starts
Sounds
to
like a
become
nerd.
like super cool, people are like, "Oh, we'll put you on TV. Like, we'll make you rich with
Becomes
this
the
plant."
So-
shop becomes
Yeah,
famous,
like
very
the shop
So
successful.
when he's
famous.
talking about sweeping, is that before he has the store, or is he
yeah,
just
that,
sweep
no,
the
that's
store?
like the first song in the whole play.
Oh.
He
It's-
works
it's
at
like
the
the
store.
intro.
the store
Oh, he
exists the
doesn't
whole time.
own the store.
No, he was an orphan, and the
So why does
store
he get
owner like
famous?
took him in
Oh
because
yeah,
he-
and gave him a bunk, but he's a dick to him, right?
yeah,
That's
he's
what he
not
says
nice.
in the song.
I lied.
This guy's a dick to me.
Pretty much. Emily, how's the song go? Sing me the words.
This guy's a dick to me.
In the beginning,
Yeah.
it starts off like a child of the streets born on Skid Row. He took me in, gave me shelter, a bed, crust of bread, and a job. Treats me like dirt.
Yeah.
Calls me a slob, but I am.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I sweep.
And I sweep.
And he
Also,
prays.
I was wrong. Frank Oz does not voice Audrey too, but he
Okay,
does.
thank God, 'cause
He's
that'd be
involved with like the
hilarious.
puppeteering or something.
Oh yeah, I mean
think.
that
Yeah.
you should see this plant in the movie, dude. It's
It's cool.
incredibly impressive feat of puppeting.
They had to shoot some scenes like fully or they had to act out the scenes in slow motion so that the plant, when they would speed it up and play it in real time, it was normal speed, so the plant could like sing at the right speed or whatever
That's cool.
because it was so big.
They couldn't puppet it fast enough.
I don't think so. It takes a lot to puppet that shit. I feel like
Did they think
might have
about
had
just
to do
using
something.
CGI?
Nah.
Wait.
This was back in
Now
the
we're
day.
talking.
This was back in the day.
This is a play though.
Yeah, it's a stage play and a movie, but there's an original movie with Jack Nicholson that has no singing, and that's really old. It's so old that it's like public domain.
It's dust.
So
You gotta watch it on
So who
Yeah.
plays the plant in the play? Do they have to act in the slow motion in the play, and you just have to
No.
speed it up in your
no,
mind?
because the plant they have another puppet
Yeah.
and they can work it different ways.
Yeah.
you
So like
know?
we did this play at my school, and so like the person who was voicing the plant was just like under the stage where the pit orchestra was, but there was like someone behind it like moving the mouth, and then someone moving like the
I'd like to see a
vines.
picture of the plant at Emily's school play.
We actually it was
Was it a good
huge.
plant?
We like rented it from like a stage house. It was massive. It was cool.
Is that what your plant looked like?
It was not quite as shiny. It was more like
It started in a Maxwell House coffee can.
yeah, he grows it in a little coffee can.
He just finds some seeds, and he's like,
He just like reads books about plants like all day in his
but
free time.
like does it grow itself?
Once he starts feeding it his own blood.
So did you have 3 different versions? Was that?
Yes. So like there's the little one that you put
Yep.
your hand in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, like
Like-
this is clearly from like a high school production.
But
or
that's kind of
something.
what mine looked like. But it was big
Yeah.
enough that someone could crawl into it when they were being eaten. So like you
That's
could get
awesome.
fully inside of it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of high schools do this show, and I think a lot of them are able to pull it off pretty well. Because I don't know
Yeah.
what the deal is with those puppets. Maybe they're just like pretty available because
Yeah.
it's a popular
Because it's
show.
basically just like one set.
It's cool.
Almost all of it takes place inside the
Greenhouse.
store. So like you don't have to build a ton of different sets. You can just spend money renting this plant, and then you just basically just do it all in one spot.
Maybe we should put on Little Shop of
Dude, I
Horrors.
want to rent
You could be the
plant,
sweeper. You could be
dude.
the sweeper,
I sweep and I sweep.
and I'll be the plant.
He prays and he says, what am I supposed to do? And
Why do
and
I?
God's
What do
like,
I? What am I supposed to do?
in the song, correct me if I'm wrong, Emily. He's like, God, what is my purpose on this earth? And God's like, to sweep. So he just keeps sweeping, right?
Yeah, he says, I keep asking God what I'm for. He tells me, gee, I'm not sure. Sweep that floor, kid.
Yeah.
I love
That's
how
pretty
much
good.
Matthew like does know.
Yeah, dude.
Really funny.
From one song
Yeah.
too. He's able-
Funny.
that's that. You know what? That's a great, very impressive.
Well, the one
Matthew.
day,
You're
dude,
able
I
to
mean, there's a
deconstruct the
viral
whole
video
thing.
of Haley from Modern Family just like in the street, like with a microphone singing this song with like a bunch of dudes who are just like singing in the background.
Yeah.
And I was like, saw it on TikTok or Twitter or something. And I'm like,
No, since
What is this video?
since she took over in the Audrey role, and the guy who's playing Seymour now, I don't know his name, but he's in this movie with Jennifer Lawrence that came out last year, 2 years ago. That's very good. An underrated like rom-com. Since those two have been doing the stage show, and they're also not the most famous people who have been a part of that show this run, but since they've taken over, they've been really pushing it on social media. I also kind of did a little deep dive like maybe a month ago. Some videos of them like popped up on my feed.
were they singing in the street?
No, this was pre-Sing in the Street. They were just doing like rehearsals. But everybody go see it. It sounds like it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it.
Okay. Well, we'll put on our own version so you can
Yeah.
see it then.
I'll be it.
Suddenly,
I'll be it.
I do want to step into the Audrey role for that one song. just for Suddenly Seymour.
And then are you Mr. Mushnick the rest of the time?
Is that the owner of the?
owner, yeah.
I feel like I could probably do that pretty well. No, I want to be the plant.
He's just like a crotchety old Jewish guy.
Oh, I could definitely do that. That is
Another
me.
idea. You guys.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Crotchety old Jewish guy?
No.
I got an idea.
You guys put on the performance. It'll be a one-man show, just me.
Okay, so what if we do that thing where, like, you know how sometimes
half
people
painted?
do, yeah,
Yes,
half painted, but we
yes.
paint you in like 4 different pieces.
Yeah.
So you're like Seymour, and then you're Audrey, and then like maybe I don't know, your ass is the plant, something like that. I think that could work. I think that could really work.
No, we'll figure it out.
It's just one like little spotlight, one man show. You know, growing up in my neighborhood on the little shop of
sweep and I
horrors,
sweep.
I sweep and I sweep. You know.
That's all I know.
Hey.
That's how the guy talks, though.
Yeah.
It is very. I called it a lisp, but New York City was a better way to
New York
phrase it.
City.
Yeah.
All right, I know we got to do the Who Would
Yeah,
Win
we
quick
do.
because you got to get out of here
Yeah,
right now.
fuck.
Okay, the Who Would Win of the week. Fuck, hold on, I can't remember who it is. I got it. Hold
The
on.
plant from Little Shop of Horrors. What's the plant's name?
Audrey too, because he's in love with Audrey. Seymour's in love with Audrey, so he names the plant after her. But he names Audrey too.
Is he intentionally feeding the plant people? Is he a
Yes,
murderer?
because again, it gets him famous and it makes the shop
Yeah.
successful. So,
But
And it talks to
is
like
is
it
Audrey
talks-
cool with it? Like, yeah, let's feed the same people.
she doesn't know.
She doesn't know until the very end, and then it's like
But do they still end up together? Well, not if they die, I
Not
guess.
if
They die, but yeah,
In the one where they defeat the plant, do they?
usually in the stage play version they all die at the end.
that's
Okay.
cool.
But they're like together inside the plant.
Oh,
Aw.
like James and the Giant Peach.
Right.
They live out their
The
lives in there.
BFG.
Yeah, like the BFG. They live their lives inside of the giant. Hold on. I know. I remember.
Brain Blast.
I don't remember the other one. Hold on.
Beaker.
Oh, Beaker. Okay. The Who Would Win of the Week this week is Dr. Nick from The Simpsons versus Beaker from The Muppets. Interesting matchup. Very interesting matchup. I don't know who's going to win this one. Because Beaker, all he says is meep, but he's not dumb. He is accident prone, though, like a motherfucker. But Dr. Nick is kind of like, although he's not dumb either. He's just like really oblivious to shit.
No.
Oh,
Here's
he
the
is
thing.
dumb?
Dr. Nick, I don't even know if he's an actual doctor.
True.
And yes, he is dumb. I feel like all he does, like his solution to everything is just like amputate a limb.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, you got AIDS? Amputate.
Amputate what?
You know why.
But I feel like with Dr. Nick, he doesn't actually know how to practice medicine. He just does things like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. He just does things. Beaker might know more about medicine, but also to your point, he's accident prone. Here's the big difference. Beaker blows himself up all the fucking time, and he is okay. Dr. Nick, that I know of, has never once blown himself up. I bet you he's blowing other people up on accident, but even if he does that on accident to Beaker, and Beaker's going to be Beaker's going to be like, this is a Tuesday morning for me.
That's true. Beaker has really, Beaker's
His
got
tolerance
some
for being blown up is out of control. Honestly, Beaker might be a terrorist.
because he's blowing himself up so much.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to. Okay, interesting theory. I don't
And
know
if
if he
he's-
is a terrorist. I think he might be good at
There's
terrorism
somebody out
if he
there-
wanted to try it.
There's a terrorist out there who had a few too many beers one night and thought to himself, we should try to recruit Beaker.
The guy's already like, dude, you don't have to change anything you're doing. Maybe just like scream one Allah or something
Yeah.
for us or whatever. But besides that, just live out your normal life. Dr. Nick, I think you make a good point about blowing yourself up because, Beaker, he blows himself up and then he gets right back on the horse. He's a man of science. He's dedicated to the craft of science, dedicated to knowledge. Dr. Nick, when the going gets tough, when he does potentially blow somebody else up or something like that, he's bailing. He's heading to Mexico, man.
Yeah.
He's running away. Dr. Nick is a coward, and Beaker's a lot of things, but he's not a coward. Despite his potential complaints and stuff, when Dr. Bunsen Honeydew was like, Beaker, I'm going to test this crazy shit on you. Maybe maybe he's
he meeps.
maybe he meeps a little loudly at that, but he's still doing it, all in the pursuit of science,
And he's still kicking.
and he's
too.
still kicking.
That's why I'm taking Beaker right off the bat. Dr. Nick, Yeah, I don't think Dr. Nick's an actual doctor.
I
I think
he's
he
got
put on
his
a lab coat
degree.
one day and people just assumed.
Yeah, I guess
People
that's true.
stereotyped him
I think
into
maybe
being a doctor.
I think maybe he's got a degree from like I don't know Venezuela or something.
The University of Phoenix.
Yeah, University of Phoenix online doctorate. Yeah, I mean I've got to take Beaker too now. You totally switched me around on this.
You were gonna take Dr. Nick to study.
No, I shouldn't say switch me around. I didn't know who I was going to go with, but now that we're talking out, Beaker seems to be the obvious choice
Yeah.
because Dr. Nick's just going to run away.
I'm locking in Beaker.
Locking
It's a
in
quick one,
Beaker,
but I knew where I wanted to go. I knew the direction I was heading the second we discussed it.
Very well planned. Very well planned. Very well put together.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week? Dr. Nick from The Simpsons versus Beaker, the medical assistant from The Muppets. I got nothing else. We do got to run. What do you got for me?
Nothing. I got something I'm going to save for next week, though.
All right. Be on the lookout for our one-man show of Little Shop of Horror,
Yeah.
where I will be playing every character. That should be out within the next 7 to 10 years.
Yeah. By the next decade, it'll
Yeah.
happen. We'll have plans for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Andy, I love you.
Love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.